your impression of the 3-0 Chiefs through 3 games is what, Andrew?
You know what? Listen, winners win. That's my impression. You know what I mean, Rich? Hey, winners win, man.
Yes.
I got my mug this morning. Winners win. But yeah, I mean, I think, people are going to talk about, hey, they've played these teams close. It's been close games. There's only so much point differential. Listen, you know what? The goal in the NFL is to go out and win every week, and they keep finding ways to win games. And so to me, I learned my lesson last year, and I'm not doing it. I fell for it last year all season long. Like, hey, this team's going to have to be better. No, I'm not doing it. I'm a Chiefs. Chiefs are still the team. They're a team to beat until somebody shows me different.
Left tackle doesn't concern you, though, Andrew?
It's definitely going to be an issue. When they get against one of these really good teams, I think, unfortunately, it's going to be the difference in one of these games, and they're going to have to figure it out. But I thought that, it's looked better. And so I think that probably leaving the young guy with an opportunity to kind of watch for a little bit and then see where he's at later in the year. I think that's a huge thing. To walk in there and protect for Patrick Mahomes is a big assignment. But I think they'll get it figured out. And Andy Reid, man, he figures it out every year. No matter what their weakness is, he finds ways around it. So I got a lot of faith and belief in him and figuring out the best way for them to move forward.
Is that your opinion about what's going on with him and Kelsey? They haven't connected hardly at all. Now, obviously, you're 3-0, and I don't see those pictures on the standings. But what do you think there, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something where we know this. When you play the Kansas City Chiefs, teams come in and they talk all week about how you make sure this connection doesn't happen. And it's not just because, to me, it's something like, oh, man, it's going to be explosive plays to Kelsey. To me, it's a lot of, you watch even the playoffs, when those two start connecting, it just feels like the momentum, the energy of that football team just electrifies. And it's like, man, we don't know if we can stop them when we start that because Kelsey is such a fireplace, just a spark to their team and his demeanor, his attitude, the passion he has for football. And so I think teams come out and say, hey, we don't want this guy to catch the football no matter what. And we saw some of this last year in the regular season, that Kelsey had kind of a slower start at times during the regular season last year, and then all of a sudden he exploded in the playoffs. And so I'm not that worried about it. I think this is something where, as the season goes on, I think sometimes Andy Reid just plays games with everybody all the time. And I think Travis will get more involved, and when they need him, they'll be able to rely on him.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.